I think movies and movie theaters are maybe one of the last bastions of safety from our phones. Hello.
Hi Chris, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm really good. Thank you for asking. So first of all, I love the movie, and I really like that this is a definition of a movie that puts you on the edge of your seat. I mean, in a time where you hear people that are watching movies while scrolling on their phones, this is a movie where you really can look away for a second. So I really wanted to ask you why you think this is so important to have movies like this these days.
Oh, I think that's right. I think movies and movie theaters are maybe one of the last bastions of safety from our phones. I think they tell you right away, put your phone away. It's 90 minutes. Don't be bothered. I mean, even when we're driving, we're on our phone. It's like we're on our phone nonstop. We're sitting at home watching a movie. We're simultaneously scrolling, and I think our attention is bifurcated towards what's happening in our phone and what's happening in reality. So I like that about movies, is you sit down and you're taken on a journey. And you're right. You don't want to miss a thing in this film. The minute it takes off, it just does not relent until the film is over. And so 90 minutes of pure adrenaline pumping, thrilling escapism is what this film is and offers. So I definitely recommend to all our friends and fans out in Argentina to go check out Sin Piedad in the theaters and buy yourself 90 minutes of excitement.
Yes, I completely agree. And this is of course, this is a very dramatic situation, and your character is, completely desperate and all, but there is one joke he makes that lands perfectly well. It's very universal. I loved it. And that put me thinking that usually your heroes, the heroes you play, are so relatable, and they always have kind of like a sense of humor. Mm-hmm. And I mean, even if you play like a Raptor trainer or a Guardian of the Galaxy, I feel connected to it somehow.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to ask you about that. And what do you think that if it's something that you consciously aim for when building a character?
Well, I was intentionally aiming away from that, building this character. So yeah, I think I always tend to breathe my own spirit into characters, and I'm a person who's joking around a lot and having a lot of fun, lighthearted, relatability. People call it relatability, but that's just how I relate to people, is having fun with them, and it was important to me and important to the director that this character be somebody that you really don't know if he was capable of committing this crime or not. Yes. He had to carry a sense of darkness within him from everything he's been through, and from addiction to the trauma of losing his partner to living on the edge of life and death on a daily basis as a homicide detective in a very violent city. It was important that he have a darkness there so that you don't know if he commit this crime, and he personally doesn't know if he commit this crime or not. And so because it's 90 minutes in the life of a person who's finding out all of these traumatic things about the death of his wife, the fact that he's been accused of the death, the fact that he has to admit all of these faults and flaws in a public trial, that his daughter is crying, mourning the loss of her mother, thinking that I did it, that's not a lot of room to joke around and have fun. And so I think if you come to the audience, if the audience comes to this movie with the expectations that they'll see the characters that I've played before, you'll see something similar, but this is not a circumstance in which this person's going to be lighthearted and have a lot of fun.
Completely. No, I think that's incredible, and it really reads very well, and I really loved it. So I wanted to ask you about your performance, because I mean, we are used to see that kind of heroes that we mentioned before, and an action sequence, and here it's a complete different scenario. This is something that we have never seen you done before. So can you talk to me about the process and the challenges of being in a performance, like sitting in a chair most of the time, and just connecting with the audience in such a different way?
Yeah. Well, anytime you play any character, it comes down to the emotional architecture that's evident in the blueprint that is the screenplay. And so I think you just approach it from that side, and you make sure that you understand beat by beat how what you're aiming for as an actor, what you're trying to portray in the character, how to manipulate yourself to be real in those scenarios, and then understanding that the tone will sort of set itself at the end when I'm not doing action hero stuff, but the film has a lot of action hero moments, and so understanding that tone is sort of the large mosaic of every tile that creates this movie and what you're responsible for. I was just responsible for trying to ground this in an emotional truth that could otherwise feel a little outlandish. And I mean, the premise is, it sounds like it could be silly, it sounds like it could be far-fetched, and it could be action adventure, but we wanted to ground this in reality because it doesn't feel that far-fetched, it doesn't feel that far removed from the reality that we're in right now. So trying to make it as real as possible was our goal.
Completely, and I was completely hooked from the start. So again, congratulations on the movie. I really loved it.
Thanks.
I really hope everyone goes to see it in Argentina to the movies.
Thank
really
you.
hope you can come. And again,
I would
yes,
love.
you have to come.
That's the next place I want to go. I want so badly to go to Argentina.
Great. So we will see you there, and it was great interviewing. I always wanted to interview you because I have seen interviews of you, and you're so nice with colleagues. So nice.
Oh.
So again, a huge fan.
Oh, thank you so much for
Congratulations.
saying that. Thank you. Kisses back at you, and hopefully next time in Argentina.
Ciao. See you next time.
Bye-bye.